Pokemon Horizons episode 7 came out last week. I'm sorry it took so long to get this review out. I was really busy in my personal life, so I just wasn't able to get time to record this review. But I'm here recording the episode 7 review. Episode 8 already came out by the time this is up, so I will have that review up probably by Tuesday. I'll say by Tuesday. Probably Monday, but I'll say Tuesday. So let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and get into it. Episode 7 is called Training Captain Pikachu. And the summary for this episode is, as the rising Voltacklers continue their journey through the skies, Liko and Roy decide to train under Captain Pikachu in order to get better at Pokemon battling. Neither Sprigatito nor Fuecoco are even remotely a match for the overwhelmingly strong Captain, but the training makes Liko realize something. So, I think this episode does a really good job of showing the progression of Liko and Roy. At the beginning of the episode, they have a battle, and the battle is, let's just say, they battle terribly. All they do is spam attacks mindlessly, and they end up both knocking themselves out. So, they don't battle good, right? So what makes them want to train under Captain Pikachu is because they want to get better at Pokemon battling, right? Roy wants to find the Rayquaza. So this is what, is the catalyst for all of this. He wants to learn more about the Rayquaza, right? Of course, we saw it in the previous episodes. So, actually, the Rising Voltacklers, they have a mysterious member. They have this mysterious team member on their crew named Dot. We'll get back to Dot. She's actually really, really, really important. So, Dot, they have a secret team member. She's just always in her room. She doesn't really come out, but she did design the Voltacklers app, which they do get on their phone in this episode, Liko and Roy. So that's why she's brought up. And so they tell Roy that, she has a lot of, she usually gathers information for the crew basically. So they try to go to her. Right? But she doesn't give them any information because she thinks, they're not worthy of battle. She sends out a picture of Roy and Fuecoco just defeated in battle. She thinks they're not ready, and that's true. So this makes them want to get better at battling and, of course, to reach their goals. Liko feels that, Amicio beat them, and if it wasn't for Rayquaza, they would have been beaten, which is true. If it wasn't for Rayquaza coming out the ball, Amicio would have beat them, right? So this makes them want to try to get better at battling. So Captain Pikachu, what's his name? Captain Pikachu and Freed take them under their wing, and they begin training. So the training battle with Captain Pikachu, they couldn't land a hit on Captain Pikachu, right? They couldn't land a hit on him. He was just way out of their league, right? But the point of this battle was for them to develop strategy. Develop a strategy, as they say, hit your opponent. Your moves have to be in sync with your opponent, right? The moves you're calling, they have to be in sync with your opponent. They have to hit. They can't just be mindlessly thrown out. That was the point of this training. Captain Pikachu uses double team, so they have to actually try to find out. They can't just mindlessly hit it. Right? They have to focus and try to find the real one, which Liko does end up figuring out the zigzag pattern. So I actually really loved this battle. I really loved how they, I really loved the way they figured out Captain Pikachu using double team. I really liked this battle, right? I really liked the change from them just mindlessly throwing attacks, right, to them finally, getting some sense of strategy. And at the end of the battle, not the end of the battle, at the end of the episode, they actually have another battle. Liko and Roy do, with her winning, right? Yeah, they also learn the new moves before I get into that battle. They also learn a lot of new moves. Sprigatito and Fuecoco, they learn a lot of new moves in this episode. Fuecoco learns tackle, and Sprigatito learns, I know she learns, what's it called? Quick Attack. She learns Quick Attack, and I think Scratch. I think so. I think Scratch too. I need to fact check that. I'm pretty sure it's Scratch though. But the battle ends with Liko winning. Roy tries to fire a Amber, but Sprigatito moves out the way and charges forward, which prompts her to learn Quick Attack by her speeding up. So I really like that. Really like that. Really like the battle. I really love the progression of these. I really love the progression to this episode. That's really the highlight of this episode. It's a cool little training episode. It's really nice to see them finally, progress. It's good to see them progress, right? Now the big reveal of this episode, Needle Thing is actually a member of the Volt Tacklers. Dot is Needle Thing. I actually was not expecting that at all. Now that I think about it, like I was kind of wondering, like who's like she has a I was thinking like she has a Quaxley and there's one on the crew, so I was like, oh, but that actually belongs to her. I was not really expecting this twist, so good on them. I really was not expecting that. But overall, this episode's a cool little episode. Cool little training episode. Always gotta have those in there. Love seeing them progress. Can't wait for the next episode. I'm definitely gonna get my review up as soon as possible. I've not yet watched the latest episode yet. It came out yesterday when I'm recording this. So I will go ahead and get to that when I'm done with recording this review. But overall, pretty cool training episode. Nothing too big, but I do love the progression, like I said, and I love the reveal because I was not expecting that. I love having that in stories where I love having a little reveal like that in stories because it definitely came unexpected to me. I thought I thought they were completely unrelated, but it turns out she's actually been on the crew this entire time. So I really like the reveal, but it's kind of crazy that she was just now mentioned. But besides that, it's a little nitpick. I do like the reveal. Definitely wasn't expecting that. So that's how you're supposed to feel. So yeah, enjoyed the episode. Cool little episode. Definitely about to go watch the next one, and then after that we're in Paldea. Can't wait for that. So that's all from me. I'll catch you on the next one.